I've got to ask you, where? Like, was he a multiverse version of Michael
Do you guys
Jackson?
remember what was happening in the writers' room when we fought about Teddy Perkins for a long time?
I want to hear this, please.
Of so many things. I don't even know where it started.
I
just distinctly remember there was a point where we were all in Europe together. This was years ago. When we got our hands on an ostrich egg and put it on the grill.
Yeah, we cooked the ostrich egg on the grill, and then we opened it, and we were like, "This is the grossest thing I've ever seen." Like, we were like so grossed out by it.
I remember Teddy Perkins started off as an idea about a guy who was.
Here's the original. Here's the original. I was having lunch with Ludwig, Ludwig was like a producer friend of mine. Y'all know. He just did, Turning Red and shit. So we were having lunch, and we were just looking on the internet, and there was a picture of Michael. You know that meme where Michael Jackson is like running out of like the back store, and he's doing like that. And Ludwig, I remember, we were looking at it, and he goes, "Imagine that running after you in the dark."
Oh my God.
And I was like, that would be scary. Because it's uncanny. Like, it's like, towards the end, Michael Jackson didn't look like anything.
I thought he looked like an old white woman.
But no, towards the end, it was even like, you couldn't, it was like in the uncanny, we were talking about the uncanny valley and like what's in between like human beings and like humanity, and he was doing that to be more human and to be loved more and like all that stuff. So then I brought it to, we started talking about it in the room, and people were like, no. Nobody wanted to do that script. We always have one script where no one wants to do it. I was like, fine, I'll write it, you motherfuckers. Like, because no one, I think, completely understands the tone, but I think to give Hiro, like, I don't know, we're like twin flames or something. Like, he's always gets my like weirdness, and like
Hiro is never phased. Like he said, when we're telling this L'Aquarius story, he's like, like, so then the dog slaps him.
Hey Hiro, what was Teddy Perkins like to work with?
The most uncomfortable I've ever been on. Because, Teddy was Teddy between takes, but he would talk about it like a showrunner for Atlanta, so we would be talking about schedules.
It's kind of confusing.
It'd be very confusing, and then he'd be like, the shooting schedule next week, we gotta make sure we get
at 6 o'clock. He played. Someone threw a football at me while I was in it, and it came, and I fumbled it a little bit, and everybody, because they were like, oh, he's old. He's like, you could break him. My girl at the time was pregnant, and she took me to the side, and she was like, if my water breaks and you look like this, you cannot come to the birth. I want you to know that and understand that. Okay. Understood.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Glover, master of the method.